like, I'm not fucking with that nigga. I don't have anything to say to him.
You are not your hair at all. Don't be doing all this crying over that shit, Jordan, because you is not your hair. All right, you raggedy with it and you raggedy
You
without
started
it.
it. And for you to feel like you take no accountability, and then you got all of the boys regular around him. Oh, she's still mad about that. That was a year ago. Oh, but when Phil stepped to y'all all was standing like the Bratz dolls, upset, looking at him.
It got to the points where it needed to get to, but you know me, I love drama, child. I'm a messy bitch that loves drama.
I hate her hair. I hate her outfits. I hate everything about her. Get off my television screen forever. Go away. Go with God, please.
Yes, ma'am. What is good? T-Subs, T-Squad, Gag Crew from the second channel. Y'all know the Annex building. Whoever up in here. Shout out to everybody that is here for this isn't like the final episode, but close to it, because we still got a reunion. But we're here. What's happening with all of y'all? What's good? What's good? Shout out to everybody. Y'all can come off mute now.
I want to start off by saying I am responsible for the delay. As you all probably know by now, yes, my internet was acting a fool today, but we're here. And I don't want to hear about Sakina internet because I've been doing good. I've been doing great. So I don't want to hear nothing about my internet because she been
Excuse me. You didn't see that nasty piece of intro that L Teddy just made?
Oh?
How you miss it, friend?
Do we need to get ran back?
I mean, do it. What's good, Tammy Talks? How you doing? Shout out to everybody that's up in here. Oh, Busy has to work. Busy has to work late. He may drop in, but if he doesn't, that's why. I see y'all already asking for Busy, but how y'all doing? What's good with y'all? How did y'all feel about the episode? Did y'all like it? Was it what y'all was expecting out of the finale?
No.
I mean, it could have gave more.
It could have gave more.
I give it a 4. A full 4.
Damn, that's low. A 4? I kind of agree though. I give it
about a finale. Yeah, it's like a 3.5.
For me, I'm gonna say I'm torn between a 5 and a 6. So let's do a 5.5. Let's do that.
Kayla said it was a snooze fest.
Yeah.
Hey, Kayla, girl.
Very much that.
That's my Pisces is.
And listen, and let me just say this for the record.
For the rec.
For the men on this show, all of this respectability and all of this stuff and this grace that y'all try to give some of these helpers on here, that's why we be having snooze fest, because y'all these whores be deserving to get their skulls snatched.
I agree.
And y'all be giving them way too much grace, be trying to be all prim proper. Hey, Scotty, all of this, that, and the third, baby.
Oh, well, you in the right place. Because if you want the Scar drag Camilla, bam, bam, short ass, you in the right place to do it, El Teddy. You already know that. If you want the Scar drag,
anybody gonna get skull drugs, you know it's gonna be that bitch, Bria. You know I can't stand that bed wench.
Not the bed wench, honey.
Well, that's what else you call it. But we gonna get back down into it, honey, because Sakina act like she finna windmill for Bria or something, honey, because she said she won't hear for a meal. She won't hear for it.
She a little too dark for me to call her Steen. Those people who watched Underground will get that reference. She a little too dark for me to call her Steen, but she's still a bed wench. Remember Steen from Underground?
I do. I totally do. Sakina, you already know. The people want to know.
I done ate all of it, but this a little simple plate, a little chickpeas and some kale, some massage kale.
Massage kale. What does that take? How is that different from regular kale?
It's just kale massaged with olive oil, so it's not like hard. The texture.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were literally like giving the kale a massage. I was like, oh.
I mean, basically, yeah. You take a little olive oil and you.
I'm not giving
I could go for some olive oil massage from the right man right now.
Okay, V2 was, yeah. You know what? I wouldn't necessarily say she was windmilling for Bria. I don't think it was necessarily for Bria. I just think it was for women in general. And Bria is a woman. No matter how you feel about it, she a girl. So
it's just really, I don't like Amir and how he handling all these situations. That's what that is.
Yeah.
It's big to Amir.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to get down into it. Season 2, episode 9. What is it? The fall or summer. Child, we're going to give y'all the best that we got because we all agreed the episode was boring as hell for it to be the finale. But we're going to give you what we know how we do. So, Nick getting Bria together, continuation for her BS, and I agree with it. So Amir talking about he glad that Nick is giving all of the energy to where it belongs, which is Bria. Because according to him, had it been Natalie that he was talking to, he would have turned Nick every which way but loose. Basically is what he said. Bria walks away. Amir gets Bria to come back. Preston says Bria acts like a child, and they have another conversation. So y'all can pick it up.
I thought Alex got her to come back.
Huh? Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Alex.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let me say this. I before I even drag Amir, not Amir, Bria. I hate this whole notion because Bria said it, Noelle said, and I'm not sure, but I thought Shanice said it too. This whole thing about, well, if you didn't do anything, why are you getting so upset? Or why are you so loud? Because, bitch, you were talking about me and assassinate my character on the entirety of nationally syndicated television. And I'm just supposed to sit back and just be like, okay, and let this narrative be run.
And then one of them said it was innocent. I'm like, if it's innocent, then why y'all? Now I had to look at them. I'm like, you know what, girl? And I almost goddamn defended y'all asses last week, and now you saying, oh, it was innocent. If it was, you know what? Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started.
When they all start backtracking,
backtracking, like, oh my goodness.
It's the Giselification of it all, because you over here said that people ain't did shit to you, but then you want to call people whole, you know, damn near saying that he assaulted y'all, and damn near said that he was, you know, graping you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty much where y'all were going. It's the whole Giselification of it all.
He's very handsy. He's very handsy. Okay, yeah, that definitely gives off the impression that he's an assaulter. So
mind you, he never grabbed none of y'all three.
Right.
They're windmilling in the name of Jordan the Summer. Whole time they already squashed their situation. I ain't even gonna say windmilling, gossiping in the name of them.
But still, Natalie is a snake ass bitch for sitting there back, being a damn running back.
Honey,
we knew that bitch was shit when she got her ass up here on this goddamn show. We knew that bitch was shit from then. I'm just saying.
So Grace said that Nick said on Watch What Happens Live that Natalie should have gotten more smoke. Yeah, Nick. Yeah,
but then nobody want to say nothing because they kind of scared of Amir. Talking about
I don't know if nobody's scared of Amir. But what I will say is, if you know that all of the ire that came towards your girlfriend was coming from Natalie, that should have been your first target. She should have been the first one that you skull drug.
I think Nick he don't want to smoke with Amir though, because I mean, even the way, and I don't want to go too far, but like when they was talking about it, like he kind of eased that. Oh yeah, well, you know, your girl kind of was the one that kind of ran back with the story or whatever. Like he didn't say it in a. Nah, your girl started mad drama. Like he don't want that smoke with Amir.
Apparently nobody does, because nobody brought up this. All stemmed from Natalie, and the girls knew it came from Natalie more so than Nick did, and none of them heifers had anything to say. They just sat their ass there and they kept trying to comfort Nick and all it is, and never said, because Natalie would have got skull drug.
Better
every which way but loose.
They had 2 opportunities to gather her. One was when they were in the kitchen standing up, and when they went around the table. I'm like, oh, so y'all just not gonna say anything.
Right. y'all let the racially ambiguous chick get away unscathed. That's how I feel. Now, see, I really feel like if Natalie was one of us, Natalie would have gotten us. I don't know why I feel that way, but I just do. I feel like if Natalie was a sister, her ass would have got called out.
Well, she wouldn't have been on the show because she wouldn't have been with Amir. Let's just be clear. If she was one of us, she wouldn't have been on the show because she wouldn't have been with Amir. So let's just leave that. Let's just
but if I'm reaching with it, tell me I'm reaching.
No, you're not reaching. You're not reaching because she's Cuban from Miami, and Cubans from Miami really think that they're white. They really, really do. They are the Cubans that you find in Miami are the white presenting Cubans that left Cuba because Fidel Castro said, I'm here for everybody, black, white, blue, or purple, and they wanted to be just as racist as the white folks here in America. So they left and came here. That's why, that's why they feel that way.
Is you finna come peel it off my body, Patches? Because if you peeling it off my body, hey, yeah, you can take it home. As long as you wash it and bring it back, because this is one of my favorite hoodies. You can't keep it, nigga. I mean, you can wait, you can wear it home, but you got to bring it back. Y'all said I'm not reaching good because I don't want to put nothing like that on nobody that's not there. But I genuinely feel like if Natalie was a sister and she did that messy shit, well, Natalie, be clear because all of this stemmed from you. Like they would have said something. But fine, I'm gonna leave it alone.
Or even if he didn't want to. Or even if he didn't want to do that, he could have said when all of them started said no, he should have said, well, Natalie told me that you said such and such. Right. So what is it? Is she lying or is you lying? Somebody lying here.
All of them should have came out and said that because that's the truth. The truth of the matter is none of them was going to say anything. It was Natalie who said, well, she is my friend. So I just feel like I should bring it up to her. I'll bring it up to her attention. Like, because Amir's acting like somebody lied on Natalie. Ain't nobody lied on Natalie. Nobody lied on her.
Nobody lied on her.
Natalie is Tasia is as much Natalie friends as she is the rest of those girlfriends.
Yeah, I don't believe
let's be clear.
Yeah, I don't believe they friends like that because I just feel like if they was, Tasia wouldn't have had no problem with walking off with Natalie to say, yeah, girl, what's up?
I also just feel like even if they were closer than what it gave off, the way that Natalie did it, period, was just weird. Let me talk to you. I want to talk to you about some things so you won't be in the dark and just all this weird shit. Like, girl, okay, no.
And you had a whole lot of time to talk to me before we got to this damn restaurant. And now your ass waited till you got on camera. In front of the camera, you finna try to embarrass me like this? No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No.
Child. So Alex is saying he's doing this what is it? Field the Space event, and he inviting everyone to it. We're gonna gag that in a second. And Noelle says that she's keeping her space from Summer, even though she's apologized, she can't trust her. Now it's interesting because I saw a couple of y'all won't feature in Noelle with that in particular, and y'all felt like she was being fake.
She is
corny, tomato. Like you really lost brownie points with me, girl, and I really did like you this season. But like that was
why y'all feel like that?
Because I don't like that shit. Because you turning on me. Would you want an argument on the reunion? That's what you want? Like no, that was real fake. I was like, I had to rewind because I'm like, y'all was just, you know what, these hoes.
And then trifling ass Bria trying to sell the whole, oh, she didn't come tell you she was leaving. And she did go look for her. I don't know where the hell Noelle was, but she did go look for Noelle. And Bria over there, oh, well, you know how some people are. That's why that bitch ain't shit. But anyway, back to Noelle. I think that, like I said earlier in the season, I don't think her and Summer are really friends like that. Summer just stayed with some dude that was blowing her back out. And that's how she met Summer. And so, after she got through, making the letter V in the bedroom, today's broadcast is brought to you by the letter V. She said, "Hey, girl, how you doing?" And they had a, they were acquaintances, and it went from there. Girl, I'm on this show. You want to come on? Yes, girl, or whatever. Girl, you need to be thanking for someone for bringing you on this show. Let's just be clear.
Yeah. I just feel like I wasn't that bothered by it. I totally understand where y'all coming from, but I wasn't bothered by it because Noelle saying to Summer and communicating to her that she needed space.
I agree.
Because she needed space, it was like, okay, yeah, I understand, because we cannot forget that Noelle has experienced some things that she's never seen from Summer. Yes, they are not, I guess, close as we would imagine them to be, but yeah, she already said that she had wanted space. So it's like, okay, but it did kind of seem like she got very comfortable, I guess like talking shit, because when she went and spoke to Jasmine, it was kind of like, oh, it did kind of take me aback a little bit. I was very surprised that she said what she said to Jasmine, and then her not wanting to get out the bed. It did shock me. It seemed like taking space, but also becoming her enemy, or like y'all got beef now. So it didn't feel like it was a situation where she was coming from, oh yeah, I'm just gonna take some space but love her from afar. It seemed like she was taking space and I don't fuck with her.
It did give a "I don't fuck with you" vibe. It did.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like nothing that she gave off a "I don't fuck with her" vibe. Like, she gave off, "I'm gonna be friends with these girls. I don't have it for you no more. I ain't got time for you no more. Thank you for introducing me to these girls."
When she about punched you in the face. Okay, that's what I wanted, that reaction. Not this.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, Noelle, she was clinging on. We had all of us been saying, girl, stop chasing Summer, stop chasing Summer. And even when she was trying to leave, Noelle was physically holding her back. So at that point, it's like, girl, if I'm trying to leave and you trying to hold me here, what's the next move?
Noelle don't seem kind of like airheady for y'all. She seemed real like airheadish to me.
Is she an AKA?
Well, that's true. Well, then there's that.
Get off the
First of all, I got AKA family members. They smart as hell. Okay, they went to Spelman.
Get off the AKA. Now, where they went?
Spelman.
Like she's an AKA. Listen, no shade to your AKAs, because I got a lot of AKAs that are my friends that I like. But see, Noelle, this is what I was telling you when I first saw you, Noelle. I said that don't come up here with the AKA mentality, girl. You see El Teddy calling you out. The people calling you fake and phony. You're faking a fraud and a part-time broad, like most of them. And I like you, Noelle. I do. I like you a lot. I want Noelle to come back next season.
I mean, yeah, I kind of feel what they're saying, just as far as towards the end, she definitely started to, raise some eyebrows, like, girl, wait.
Oh,
I mean, I feel like I like Noelle because she does give me, okay, I'm gonna be black, whereas some of them are doing everything in their power not to be black at times, but she does give me, I'm just gonna be authentically me.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. I do feel like Noelle was a great addition to the show.
Yeah. Me too.
I did, but girl, you landed horribly.
Yeah, it was at the end. It was just a little rocky, and that's okay, because I feel like on this show, everybody get on my nerves. I like a lot of them, and they all get on my nerves. And why do people keep comparing Alex to his cousin? We already know. I think we should stop doing that with Alex.
Yeah, we should.
Who's his cousin?
John Legend. We should.
Oh, okay. I mean, but John Legend, that's supposed to give him like some brownie points. I'm trying to see how that makes him any better.
I guess because he brought it up last season. I'm cousins with John Legend, and I said, okay.
Oh, I don't remember that.
And
I didn't even take him seriously.
Yeah.
He just said it one time, so I kind of feel like people are running with that as if that's what he leads with. And that was just like a fun fact. He sings and he has a family member in the music business. So I don't feel like it was necessarily him trying to flex per se. So y'all need to stop calling him that.
Child, it was the Timu John Legend for me. I hollered. Speaking of that, though, we get down to Alex's fill the space, paint and sip. Okay, waves, honey, waves. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Personally, And I get that we on vacation and we want the club and party hard and da 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 da. But I kind of appreciated Alex event. Like I
I
like
did.
stuff like that too. Like I get we on vacation, but it's okay to diversify yourself.
Shanice got on my nerves with this. I'd much rather be taking shots
Yeah.
at the club. Bitch, we know you're a whore. We understand that. But everybody's not a whore. And sometimes we don't win and did all of the, the horrified ass shit that you want to do. So now you can, oblige us and do some other shit because everybody don't want to have, I told y'all today's broadcast is brought to you by the letter V. And everybody's not down to do that.
No, I agree with Terrence. I enjoyed everything about the event. I love the fact that they had the lighthouse, the sun was setting, little paint, little music. I was all the way here for that event. And I was all the way turned off by Shanice and just her, I can only turn up mentality. Like, girl, you're giving one trick pony and we're tired.
Right.
Very.
Like, honestly, we're tired.
Wow. I did not know y'all thought, okay.
Well, you agree with
what? You sound like you feel the other way. What? Tell us how you really feel, Darren.
He gives me courage. That's what that thing is.
I'm dead.
You are silly.
Look.
Oh God.
Come on, the courage.
That lady in the background that was like, like that's what it gave. I'm sorry. Like I was just like, what is this? Like, what really is this? I mean, okay, it was cute. It was a cute little moment. It was something different. Okay, cool. I'm not saying they need to be going out to the club doing shots all the time. I mean, do something different. But like, this was a little cheesy. I'm not gonna hold you.
I love it.
It was given very much Tyler Perry scene.
Because why would Tyler Perry be setting up the movies like that? Because in my childhood, I liked the scenes like that, and I'm like, even when Helen went to the little dinner or whatever with Shamar and his braids, or even with, which one was that?
You actually, I don't watch Tyler Perry, so I don't know.
It was on Daddy's Little Girls when they went to the bar and they was cutting up. I'm like, where are these places at? Because like I want to go there when I get older, and
yeah, Shanice she seemed like she used that Dove deodorant spray.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she do.
And that's it. She smelled like she keep her apartment dusty and dirty. I mean, y'all, I'm still kind of like, I feel like Shanice is needed because she does have that party energy. That's the whole base around the show pretty much. But I'm still thinking about her mama in that phone conversation that they had. The mama calling Summer a bitch just did not sit well.
Yeah, that ain't sit right with me either.
I mean, Shanice gives me that she's a girl who only watch her cooch right before she getting her box, beat in. Like the rest of it is gonna be any kind of way, but she'll wash it just right before. And you still got, lingering, odors and stuff. I'm just saying that's what she gives to me.
For me, I think the thing that bothers me about Shanice is y'all trying to ragtag and jump down Nick throat about what he does and how he acts when he's drunk, but yet Shanice can go off unscathed, taking off her top, getting butt ass naked. A lot of these dudes got girls, and y'all don't find that disrespectful. I have yet to hear any of them give Shanice majority of the shit that they was trying to give Nick.
Yeah,
I feel like either way is disrespectful. So how is it that Nick is more disrespectful than Shanice, who gets out here and take her goddamn clothes off in front of y'all men?
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The only person who did give pushback was Bria, and that's because her man was a part of it. But it was never really. She said if her man ain't around, then she don't mind. But I honestly feel like that card should have been played. Nick should have hit her with the Uno reverse. Like, dead ass. No, bitch.
But I said last episode, especially from the girls, there's this vitriol that they have for Nick, and I just don't know where it comes from. Like they have whole lot of smoke for Nick more often than not, more than they have for Amir, more than they have for Alex. You understand what I'm saying? And I just don't be, and it be for like some of the littlest thing or just some real benign stuff, and I'll be sitting here like, what is happening? Like you sit there in amazement, like what is it with Nick that y'all got this hard on for him about?
But let him put on some fake ass tattoos. I'm fucking Nick tonight.
All right, Shanice.
And there's that.
Baby, she was adamant.
Like, girl, I think that's what it is. I think they frustrated.
Oh.
I mean, but even then, like, I can't. Honestly, listen, I'm not that type of girl who is like, oh my gosh, I can't function because I haven't had any dick lately. And I honestly get annoyed when I hear other women say that because it's just like, girl, pull yourself together, okay? Get your toy and keep it moving.
They can't stand Alex either. If Alex had a partner, they'd be trying to sabotage it too. Do y'all think that?
I think because Alex don't be talking that much. That's why that's why the attention really is off of him. He don't do too much. He don't.
Yeah, Alex be over there in the zen.
But
he be in his zen,
honey.
I could see them doing that too, only because I could see them attacking Alex only because they made nothing out of something. Or I'm not gonna say that because, like I said, Nick definitely showed signs of a trash boyfriend last year. So yes, that is what it is. But just the way that they nitpicked at the relationship this summer is really what pissed me off. Shanice saying that they were weird for wearing clothes when she assumed that they were going biking, and them just taking the bait on gossiping with Natalie, somebody they didn't know about the relationship, and just all this other shit. It's like, y'all be the problem sometimes. Like, and I be team women all the way, but sometimes we're just girls, okay? That's all I can say. The girls,
can you highlight the comment from W Payne? Is there when was it a problem to clean under your fingernails? Should we be keeping dirty fingernail? I don't understand. He said Nick looks like he cleans under his fingernails regularly. Are we not supposed to?
I hope you do. Listen, I love my trade that go out and get like a Manny and Petty. I love my trade that do that.
Listen, I don't like any man that I deal with. I'm very, let me see your nails.
Right.
I used to deal with shit. My ex, he, worked with his hands a lot, and he kept his hands clean for the most part. But I used to, you got
let me tell you something. 24/7. Okay.
And even if it's not, you better find something shit.
Yeah, I find anything. I find a piece of paper and hit it a few times and get up under there. You know what I'm saying?
As we speak, honey.
I didn't know we were supposed to be keeping our nails dirty. Like,
but I kind of know what he was trying to say though, because I think like,
he said read the previous one.
Like he be doing too much.
Oh, I missed the previous now. Now, if you want to say that he has keycard access to the Rainbow Coalition compound, then that's a whole different conversation.
Oh, he said Nick cleans the fuck up.
Okay.
Why just Patches said my name with a whole bunch of smiley, sweaty emojis?
Look, I said that last week and I was berated because I was like, oh my God, not everybody's gay. Okay.
I mean, I see it from season 1. The man has keycard access to the Rainbow Coalition compound. Now, he might be on the B corridor for bisexual. I can give him bisexual, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, Nick is
Nick?
Guys.
Listen, let me fine. Nick ain't gotta be gay, but Nick
got to be
curious. Nick gives me. I used to play around with my play cousin back in the day, and all of the rest of it. That is what Nick give. I'm sorry, Nick. It's no shade. I ain't saying you doing that today, but I do feel like you was one of the ones back in the day that had a little fun, but you ain't doing that now, and that's fine. That's fine and that's fair. I ain't mad at that. But if you want to do it again, Nick, I'm down for it.
I'm like, okay, girl. I was like, okay, we gonna run it.
That's what they wear when they work out.
He's a runner. He's a track star.
Period.
You know what?
So Summer calls Preston and Jordan in that horrible, ugly, dusty, way back in the early 90s as wigs. Jordan, what the fuck do you got? Jordan.
That's a 27 piece.
The reason why
That's
I'm
the
not
shaky
seeing you
roll.
for it, Jordan, is because you got up here talking about that you the face of some weird company that's helping the girls out who got alopecia.
I
So
don't
if
think
that's
she was
the
sporting those
case,
wigs yet.
I hated it. Jordan, you are not Nia Long, because it was giving Nia Long way back in Minister Society, but I won't hear for that. I won't hear for that. I didn't like it. I did not want it, Jordan. I'm sick of it. Jordan, I need for you to give me something, baby. If you doing this whole wig consulting thing, Jordan, I'm going to need for you to take it seriously. You are your best business card, girl.
I don't think.
I don't care what Sakina says. Sakina wouldn't have been caught dead in that shit. I don't care what she
I
talking
didn't
about.
have a problem with the short wig.
I thought it was cute. That was her.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with it.
Sakina ain't gonna wear that shit. I don't care what she telling y'all. Y'all will
I've
not
always
catch
wanted
Sakina
to
in
try
that.
a mushroom cut.
Let me give her some bundles, okay?
I don't think that she's wearing the wigs. That I think it was just a deal that she had recently landed, but I don't think that she was sporting those wigs throughout filming. Based on the conversation that she had with her dad, that's what it sounded like. Like, yeah, I just landed a deal, but it don't sound like something that was actually taken into play at the time.
Was the deal on TikTok Shop?
Y'all
I don't know. Yes, it is a mushroom cut.
Come on to the cut.
It wasn't a mushroom cut. I thought it was just a short dude, like the old school Nia Long. It wasn't a mushroom cut, was it?
Yeah, but you gotta put that down. Cause wasn't it? That's the problem with her wigs to be up too much. Like,
I mean, listen.
But anyway, we ain't gonna spend too much time on her wig because I ain't got time for the folk with alopecia to be jumping down my throat. Fine. Do what you want to do, Jordan. I would just like something better. But anyway, she was telling the both of them first that she was leaving. I guess, Summer. I mean, everybody was leaving the next day. You should have just stayed, in my opinion. But, you know, fine. Everybody got to do what they got to do, and they got to do what's right for them. So, cool, Summer.
Do you notice how Jasmine ain't give a goddamn? She's like, oh,
she
okay.
really didn't. Like, and I don't think none of them did. To be honest.
Right.
I felt like part of Summer wanted them to be like, no, stay. Like no, you don't.
Everybody was like, all right, girl. Because literally, I mean, like you said, everybody's leaving literally like in the next 24 hours. Like, girl, you paid to have your plane tickets, changed just for that. Like, I don't buy that story anyway. I think she had already planned to leave at that time. And then that just was an added storyline. I just don't believe it. I don't think you going and changing whole flight arrangements from Martha's Vineyard. It's not like they have you. It probably takes a couple flights to make it out of Martha's Vineyard. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't think you making all those drastic travel schedule changes just for 24 hours.
Well, that was 48. She left 2 days before they left.
Well, the people seem to feel like production told her to leave. Do y'all agree?
I don't think so.
I don't know if production,
because I feel like if she was gonna leave, if production was gonna tell her to leave, for me, I feel like it would have been that night when she pushed Noelle and she was, fucking up boxes and everything else, because she was very heated. Out of all the times that she had been mad, that seemed like that was definitely the peak. But I don't think that production would have made her leave at that point. It just seemed like, at this point, she has stopped drinking and all of that. So I don't think so. Not from how I see it, at least. But yeah, they did definitely tell her.
I mean, they got their Lorel on. FM time! We retired.
No, for real. But I did feel bad for Summer, though. And it kind of made me feel like if you get some therapy, girl, then you can come back. You can come back. I would let her. I would be open to seeing her.
How about at the end we talk about who needs to come back and who doesn't need to come back? How about that?
I'm for it.
Yeah, because I got some people who
Well, we close to the end, so it don't even matter.
Oh yeah, well we got
So Nick and Amir go golfing. Nick fills in Amir about what's been going on, and then Amir whole thing is, well, to let Natalie tell it, Natalie was just trying to warn Tasia about the other ladies and how they feel because she didn't want her to be blindsided. But for them to try to make it seem as if my girlfriend was being messy and that she started everything, like this has to be addressed. See, this is why it's best for the niggas to just stay out of whole shit, because y'all always make stuff worse than what it actually is. In my opinion, Amir, I'm sorry. You can say whatever the flying hell you want. Your pasty ass girlfriend wanted a moment. She was looking for a scene. She probably was being production puppet, and she didn't mind being it. And she stirred up a lot of conundrum and a lot of BS amongst you and a lot of them damn ladies. I'm sorry, Amir. That's how I feel. You could try to take up for your girl all you want. I get it. That's your girl. Fine. But for me, she started all of that. Because none of them had wanted to tell Tasia anything until she brought it up and she decided to be the one to do it. So whose fault is that, Amir? Who are we supposed to blame? Amir, who started that? Them or your girl?
Natalie, they was talking. Amir.
Yeah, they was talking. It's true indeed, Amir. Yes. Bria was talking. Noelle threw something in there. Shanice threw something in there. But none of those other ladies said anything about taking it to Tasia. Your girl did.
Yep.
And let's be clear. Outside of Noelle, all of those girls had the opportunity to do that last summer. With Tasia.
Yep. So now you feel the need to go back and bring it up and all of the rest of this stuff. And it's like, for what? Your girl ain't even here to even defend herself. So what's the point of you bringing it up for?
Like I said, bringing up old shit. This was already done solved in last episode.
Yep.
Allegedly.
Amir centers whiteness. We can all see through.
Not the opaque.
Y'all is not here for Amir, honey.
No, we're not, because
he is the weakest link.
He's the weakest link for sure. And this episode solidified my dislike for him, because specifically in this scene, because when he got in that confessional and got to talking about how this is not what happened and how Natalie was looking out for Tasia because the girls were the ones who wanted to go and tell Tasia, shut the fuck up. Like, you were not there for the conversation. You got the nerve to try to make it seem like, how dare these girls come against your I was about to say daughter. Your girlfriend. Like, I just don't, he lacks accountability. And I seen somebody on Twitter or something was like, Amir left out the part where he told Nick, he left out the part of telling Nick what part he played in it, of egging her on and encouraging her to go talk to Nick about it, to Tasia about it.
I need these dudes to start beefing with each other. I want to see that next season. And I want to see that starting in the reunion. Actually.
Because
do y'all agree with this comment?
I don't see that. I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening.
To stop Nat either. Just saying, they're all guilty. The Three Stooges. Amir. Well, okay. Well, I'm gonna say this. Picture everybody at the table. Natalie goes and says, Tasia, I need to talk to you. And when she gets up, the other girls are like, no. That's going to cause more speculation. And everybody gonna be like, no, what? Like, what y'all talking about? Then it's going to be a whole table conversation versus something that was supposed to just be between Tasia and Natalie. She already made a damn spectacle at the table as is. Imagine if the other girls would have chimed in after they already told her no. When they were just by themselves, or just told her that they didn't want any involvement in it. So I don't feel like that. But Darren, I definitely agree with what you said. I would like to see some of the dudes.
Them little boys ain't gonna turn physical. Ain't nothing gonna be physical.
Well, no, I don't want them to be physical. I don't want that.
It ain't gonna happen.
They could exchange some words.
Okay, let's be very clear. Like somebody said, we are all grown. We can keep our hands to ourselves. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of these, they started doing these confessionals this season, and it's really painting a lot of these characters bad. Like, I'm like, that's how you really feel.
Yeah, I do feel like funny how the confessional is what the truth booth was supposed to be.
Right.
Because I feel like they barely utilized that room.
Mm-hmm.
And all of their feelings really came out in the confessional, which I feel like it would have been best for us to see them interact more in the truth booth, because those emotions were right then and there, versus we know confessionals are filmed after a certain point. So they need to start using that a little bit more, and also putting them in sequence, because like I said, when it was used, I think on 2 different occasions when they used them for Summer, it was out of order. She had on outfits from ahead of time versus actually being in that setting. So yeah, that truth booth really wasn't what they thought it would be.
But I think that's production's fault, because production didn't make that they didn't emphasize it. Like, I think, like, after certain situations, they could have called somebody to the truth booth and say, hey, tell me how you really feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get down to, and I don't think production pushed that enough.
So Tammy and Dollface are saying that they did use it. They said in interviews, Jordan and Preston, that they did use it, but production just didn't utilize the scenes. Which is a flop. Okay, so let's hold on, because can we talk about production and basically how they just fumbled this season? Because I did watch the Brooke Ashley's interview with Preston, and he did say that they did have fun this season. And then I think that was Bria, when they were walking to one of the events, I think it was the one that Jasmine hosted, Bria was like, we killed it this summer. And I'm like, killed it in what sense? Like, I enjoyed the summer. I really did. I enjoyed the season, but it definitely gave off, yes, we did not see everything, and we didn't see them always enjoying themselves. So yes, another truly original flop, because why are y'all leaving out things that we feel like we should see? They're saying that they had so many fun times and everything, and we missed out on that. We didn't get to see that. And then, yeah, they left us on an odd ass number. We get left with 9 episodes for the season. And I seen somebody earlier post that in the comments here that Nick's event should have been the season finale. And I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree with that.
On a note, it should have been last week at Nick's event. It would have been way better than the shit that we got this episode. Y'all could have made it an hour long and gave us whatever else y'all wanted to add.
Yeah. Definitely agreed. I don't know. I feel like they be flopping these shows on purpose. It's something like, or maybe they just lost their way with making reality TV. But it's just, girl, I don't know.
Like, because it shouldn't be that hard. Like, it really, it really shouldn't.
I think they're so focused on getting the drama that there's other parts in watching reality TV. You're looking for connection with this ensemble group of people and all that other stuff. It's not always going to be like drama. It shouldn't always it doesn't come off natural.
Right.
I mean, maybe there was a scene between Noelle and Summer that made Noelle turned off by her the last episode or whatever. Like, maybe we didn't see it, and we just looking at Noelle come like saying, well, I don't mess with her out of nowhere almost.
Right. Right, because it really felt like a switch, and it's like, yeah, we understand that there was space needed, but now it's like it's kind of a bit of op treatment going on. Like, what happened?
When you edit your video too much, and then you clip off an important context, and then the other thing that you're saying, I'm like, people are like, what
right? You didn't miss the damn clip. Deleted the important clip. I just don't understand it. Truly Original is truly tanking the black shows on Bravo. I seen somebody post something about did Eric get fired? So I don't know how true that is, if he got let go from Bravo necessarily.
Didn't he say his LinkedIn? He said open to work. He had that little thing around his profile.
Oh, I don't know.
That's what I heard, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So Bria can't find Mallow's ugly ass. I didn't give a damn.
Did not care.
So we get back to the house, and Amir decides to talk to the ladies about what he heard from Nick about how the whole thing happened, and I guess he called himself taking up for his girlfriend, and he and Bria got into it. Now I gotta tell y'all something. Me and El Teddy feel the same way about this. I really don't know why a lot of people felt a way about Amir, because it wasn't just Sakina that really felt some type of way, or Darren, because I was on Twitter and I saw where a lot of other people was ready to take their pitchforks and their torches and go in and like have on Amir. And I'm still confused as to what it is everybody's pissed at Amir about. I'm trying to understand it, y'all, but I just don't. So can y'all please explain to me exactly what it is that everybody's so pissed about?
Now, this is what I think. I don't know if y'all gonna agree with this, but at the end of the day, Amir, you a grown ass man yelling at this little ass woman. It just did not look right. I didn't like that. Look. At the end of the day, you get your point across how you get your point across, but it did look a little unsettling to watch him, like, because first of all, the girl wasn't even yelling. I don't know why people say Bria was yelling. She was talking. Okay, she may have elevated her voice, but it wasn't screaming at him, and he was across the damn room.
Not the shit
for him to sit there and have that whole hissy fit and sing, "My God, man!" Like, oh my, and walk out, like, it just didn't make any sense to me. Okay, it gave very much temper tantrum. I don't think he should leave. I don't think he should be cut from the show or whatever. But I definitely feel like this was like infantile. Like, this was definitely like a child.
Yeah, for me, when it comes down to Amir and this whole Bria thing, I was on Bria's side, and it was just more so because you asking a question, literally ask a question, they answer it, and then you still get an attitude because you're not listening. You're too focused on trying to clear your girlfriend's name, and they're telling you your girlfriend is what started it, so that's the reason why she got brought up. You wasn't there, so you don't know what happened, but I'm telling you exactly what it is. You don't like that, and so you then go to stop yelling at me and all of that. Sir, how about you get the fuck out of here? Because at this point, as the audience, I know for me, I am tired. Amir has drained the fuck out of me out of these last couple of episodes. From the moment that the guest arrived, the moment that Natalie hit the island, I ain't even gonna say that because he was getting on my nerves before she even hit Martha's Vineyard. Well, all of this, she's gonna cut my dick off. She's gonna do this. She's gonna do that. She's gonna do this. You already kind of put a bad taste in everybody's mouth before we even got the opportunity to meet her. So then we meet her and we see you with her and how she treats you and how you treat other people compared to her. Granted, that's your girlfriend, so we understand she's, you're going to give her a totally different type of treatment, but she has magnified who you really are. Like, her presence has magnified who you truly are, and you're truly unlikable with her and just as a whole. I don't want to see him anymore. I don't want to see him anymore. And now I'm with the rest of y'all saying that he teaching you how to be black, baby. We're done. Okay?
Right, I agree.
We're done.
I agree.
Well, I was here for him cleaning up and everything else, but baby, they got maids for that.
I'll say this. I don't want to hear anything about this big grown man yelling at this little woman, because that same little woman has been a fucking tyrant all summer long. She has come at, yelled, screamed, and verbally assaulted and attacked every grown man, knowing they're a grown man. Don't come out here looking for cover. And all of this talking about Nick, oh, he act like a child, or oh, he's running out. Every single time somebody has called Bria out of her shit, she does the same thing. She yells at the person, she runs her ass out the room, and doesn't even want to engage in an adult conversation. She is vile. The bitch is vile. She would have listened. See, Amir is better than me. I think the reason people give Amir the president, now if we want to call it to what it is, let's call it what it is. The people give Amir what it is because Amir was raised by white people, which makes for some people that makes Amir white adjacent and too white adjacent for them. And so they feel like, oh, he can't be coming and talking to her like that. And that bitch done yelled and verbally assaulted everybody on here. And she's never taken accountability for anything. Matter of fact, she sat there lying the whole time. The entire episode, she had lied about the same thing. I never said anything about Nick. I was quiet. I never said anything about Nick. And it was a bold-faced lie because every time she said that, they wrote the tapes back. They wrote nothing about Bria was correct in this. Nothing has been correct about Bria in 80% of the shit this summer. So all of this, now all of a sudden, she's this victim and you can't yell at her, but she could yell at everybody. I don't know what alternate plane some people live on, but I don't live in that world where I'm just going to keep having you yell at me, scream, walk out the room and not engage in any conversations. And I'm just supposed to sit there and just take it and be quiet and just be okay with it. She does not take accountability. She doesn't try to take accountability at all.
Who started it?
Yells and walks out.
Who started it?
Who started what?
Who started this conversation? Because this did not have to go there. This did not. This
regardless, but no.
I don't care.
It doesn't matter who started the conversation when we're in the conversation, because there's a lot of conversations that probably shouldn't have been started this freaking season. A lot of conversations with people backpedaling on stuff that was already, kind of already hashed out. Hell, this whole conversation about Nick was already hashed out with the fucking people involved before they even got on the fucking hammock. So,
I mean,
all the reason why Amir shouldn't have brought it up. At the end of the day, you brought up old shit, and they was playing with you. Bria. I'm not gonna say she was yelling because I'm like, girl. I mean,
she was.
Was she yelling? Was she yelling, y'all?
I feel like she was. It was like just a heated conversation with the way
like she got snippy with him.
Amir yelled. I feel like Amir yelled. Bria was just talking out of frustration because it's like, damn, that's different from talking like this.
It was
I did not know that yelling at somebody constituted me. I didn't know that yelling was this horrific thing. I don't know.
It ain't horrific.
If that's the case, I've been horrible to people my whole life. I'm just saying.
Look at Busy. Get your ass up here.
Because at the end of the day, the dudes in the room too, Nick and what's his name, Alex, both was clowning him for having that whole outburst. Like that was a child ass outburst.
But first of all, even before we got to Amira talking about her yelling, you had Bria ceremoniously go up and down the table, going in on people. She called Nick Urkel. She just started talking about all kinds of people. She was out of order this whole time. Completely out of order, and she absolutely was yelling.
She let
and then said, "I don't want to talk about it, and I'm gonna just walk out." Like she always does.
She let them push their buttons so bad. Like that's what she was taunting them at that point.
She was. I felt like that was the only thing that was wrong, in my opinion, was her calling Nick Urkel. Now I did laugh because it kind of was like,
I laughed.
What? Like that?
He had that look too. He was like,
I mean, I guess
nowhere.
But if she wants to do that, she can. But y'all can't have it both ways, because she says all kinds of stuff and out of pocket stuff. But then when people meet her and match, because see, I'm gonna match your energy. When people match her energy, now it's you shouldn't talk to her like that.
Yeah,
we have to protect her. Oh my God.
And that's why I got the issue with Bria that I got, and I don't give a damn about what Amir said to her at all, because Bria does do that a lot. Bria is one of them people where she feels as though I can get mad and I can say whatever the fuck I want to say to you, but then when the shoe was on the other foot, okay, well, you're not gonna talk to me like that. I'm just gonna leave. Nah, fuck you, bitch. You gonna hear what the hell I gotta say. Period. So when it comes to that, like I can't give that to Bria, because Bria is one of them ones. I could say whatever, but if you say something to me, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna say I'm a woman. I don't appreciate that. No, you a bitch, and you gonna get what all of them raggedy hoes get. I'm not mad at that. Like, I don't listen. I will give anybody as much respect in the world, man, male or female. But if you come at me with the bullshit, what you think I'm gonna give you back? And that's how I am with Bria. Like, Bria bought that on herself. She did, because everybody already knows if you get into it with Bria, one or two things is gonna happen. She's gonna yell, she's gonna cry, she's gonna walk away.
So this is what I think when it comes down to Bria. Yes, when she called Nick Urkel, I laughed, but I also was like, girl, now if he would have got right back with your ass, then you would have been mad. Yep. So I don't even understand. Like, this is supposed to be your friend. So why are you coming at him like that? Yep. But I also kind of felt like Nick interjected somewhat in the conversation, being like, bro, how old are you? 10? Like, when you do that, that's adding more fuel to the fire.
Because she was acting 10 years old.
She was.
And he was as well. They both was acting childish as hell.
They both
Nick was simply sitting there.
I'm not talking about Nick. I'm talking about Amir.
Amir. They both was.
They both was acting childish as hell.
Like that was too much. And yes, I am very much so annoyed with Bria in this whole I'm storming off. Once you give me the same energy that I've been given since last year, I'm storming off. Watch your tone. Don't talk to me like that. Girl, what is this Karen act that you giving off? It does not
you
work
never
that
watch
way.
your tone.
You never watch your tone. You talk to people aggressively. You step out of bounds every time you communicate with somebody, for the most part. Let me say that. So it's just like, girl, this is your identity. This is how we perceive you on this show. And clearly your roommates feel the same way. So you can't sit here and do that and try to use what you've done to other people against them when it gets turned on you. It don't work like that. Like, Bria is just too much. She's too much, but
they both are
time.
though. Like, that's the thing. Like, Amir, I mean, he stormed off too. He did the same thing Bria be doing.
He stormed off, only for him to come right the fuck back.
Like, I'm tired of this, man. Fuck. Like,
and now I think about it. Remember, Amir stormed off last year when his ass was in the hot seat with Jordan. She was like, y'all are sexualizing me. He stormed out and got on the phone with his best friend and all this other shit. Like, he'll storm out.
Wasn't he crying too?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they are the same. They are cut from the same cloth.
Yeah, they are. But Jordan was doing way too much last year too, trying to put a jacket on him. So we're gonna be honest with that too.
A jacket on him.
She was trying to put a jacket on him, much like they was trying to do with Nick this season. So I mean, I will give Amir that. Before I do something I regret, because you playing with me and my name and my integrity, I'm just gonna walk the hell off.
Well, yeah.
I'm just saying, we got to start from the beginning. We can't just start from the middle. They was trying to do the same thing to Amir that they was trying to do to Nick this season. She was.
Well, I think that was more so a group effort that Jordan was trying to give them. All of y'all sexualize me. Alex, you said this. Amir, you're claiming me as your territory, and I ain't even interested in you. I know that Nick was basically trying to shoot his shot. So it's like, I feel like she felt like that with all of the men. It wasn't just something that she was doing to Amir, because I remember that conversation started that way, or her reacting the way that she did was because of some banter that Alex tried to have with her. He said something about her, and then she was like, I don't come for your veganism, and that's how it all kind of just blew up. And she was like, don't be sexualizing me.
Yeah, but she did too much. Listen, when it comes to Jordan is weird when it comes to men, period. So anytime she does that, I always side eye the hell out of Jordan. I'm just gonna be real. Jordan is just real awkward when it comes to niggas, period. I mean, I'm just gonna call it like I see it. I am. Because it's like every time I turn around, Jordan has an issue with this, or she has an issue with somebody. You can't tell her that she pretty without her running around here. You're over sexualizing me, girl. Shut the hell up. Because she also give me the type where if you don't tell her that she pretty, she gonna have an attitude too. So which one is it?
I don't know. I know last season I was kind of like, yeah, I don't really know. Like, I was on Jordan's side. I really didn't know how to feel about her. I had very mixed emotions. It wasn't until I felt like she started to feel herself as a Playboy bunny or the cute girl. I was just like, girl, okay, like you cute, but nobody is checking for a Playboy bunny that tough. Nobody is. This not Kendra and them, boo. Don't nobody care about like the Playboy bunnies like that no more. That title does not hold weight like it once did. So once it got to that and just how explosive she was for certain things, I was like, yeah, I really, I don't. And then she kind of brought the same thing to this reunion. It was, this season, it was just kind of like, girl, do you even want to be here? Do you even like the people here?
I'm just here.
Yes, I saw her reunion look, and it was horrible. I don't know what that was, Jordan. Are we gonna do that?
I was gonna do it at the reunion. I feel like they haven't made it to the big stages to be given a separate episode or a separate live to talk about their looks, because it's just kind of like, y'all watch what happens live. What we expect y'all to be wearing.
Girl, that shit. I was like, it everybody gave Sheen. Like y'all went to Sheen.
Everybody gave Cool.
Not Sheen, Jesus.
Girl, yes, Sheen. Okay.
I be calling it Sheen.
Shein.
But people say Sheen.
Girl, Wish. Okay.
Not Wish. Now that's insulting.
No, some of them costumes, and I'm calling them costumes. Them shits was that shit came from Wish. I'm sorry, one of them damn places.
Even Nick, who usually can dress, I didn't like what Nick had on. That jacket was not given.
It won't.
And Amir with that damn
Amir was kept it very casual.
That sleeveless turtleneck, I could not. Like, I really could not. And then the beige just didn't match. It was a different tint of beige.
Listen,
my God.
I just don't want to talk about it till next week.
So, who do y'all think Bria's soulmate is in Tribeca, honey? Because she said a damn show ain't Simon ass.
I'm sorry. Where's Tribeca again?
It's somewhere around here in New York.
Oh my God, it's in New York. Why I thought it was another country.
And she made it very clear.
Darren,
that nigga not my damn soulmate. That's just somebody that I'm with right now because he paying me real good. But my soulmate somewhere else. I get y'all think it's Phil. It might be.
Tammy, shut the crap. Not Phil. Y'all think Phil live in Tribeca?
Listen, I wouldn't blame Bria if it was Phil. Like, you need a nigga dick, girl. That's obviously what you need.
Do he got money?
I think he in New York. And I don't know if he got money.
You got coin if you live in Tribeca.
Tribeca is Lower Manhattan.
Him in his Versace velour tracksuits. He not giving.
Yeah, no, he getting that from Cole.
I ain't heard nothing about Phil was with Mariah, but if Phil was with Mariah, I ain't mad with it.
I wouldn't be surprised. But
Stallion.
Yeah, I just feel like you saying all of this about how this man is not your soulmate. So you willing to experience racism overseas willingly? For a man that you don't even see yourself with? How that work? And if this man in Tribeca got your heart, why you not pursuing that? Because I want Bria to break up with Simon. I want her to break up with him. I don't see any chemistry between the two of them from what we've seen. I know he's just more like that's Bria being Bria. He don't really pay her too much attention. But it's not even like oh my gosh, I love her.
Oh my God.
Wait. Is that what you was responding to?
Yes.
Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared.
But we knew she was an escort. That's nothing new.
She is a sex worker securing the bag.
She is. They were comparing which. Remember during the episode they were comparing which hotels to go me to do that.
They were. So it's just like, girl, I'm just kind of confused, Bria. Why are you putting yourself through all of this and you wasting your time with this man if you already got your eyes set on somebody else? And even if you don't end up being with Mr. Tribeca, like I said, it won't be hard for you to find a white man in New York that will be interested in you and show more interest than fucking Simon.
And why would you say that on TV knowing he gonna see this and be like,
oh, right.
You know what? I'm going to leave you. Like,
what is it?
that's how he said.
No, but like, even in her confessional, she said, "Are y'all gonna play that?" Duh, you know, production is messy. Like,
Hell
duh.
yeah. The fuck?
Girl, oh my God.
You can't say just anything on camera because production is going to keep it in the vault and keep it in the vault for flashback purposes, or they gonna show it right then and there.
She is like Bria is just dumb. Like she's not a real person. This is a person. She's just navigating life on a whim. Okay, dead. Let's be very clear.
Okay, so then I got a question because I feel like I was watching somebody's video. And it made me pose this question. Do y'all think that Bria is smarter or Shanice is smarter? Who y'all think out of the two of them?
Oh, Bria.
Okay.
Bria got a little bit of an inch of more sense than Shanice. Shanice that girl is, you know, Felicia. Bye, Felicia.
Okay. Because I was a little worried about what y'all was gonna say. Because when I started thinking about it, I was like, Bria got way more sense than Shanice. Like, yeah, Bria acts a fool, but Bria, I feel like she got more logic up there. I mean, granted, she doesn't display it all the time, but she know what the fuck is up. Shanice is fucking for free.
Not for free. She better not be ours, girl. I'll find her right now and curse out my damn self. You done went through all that for free?
Who's sending news for free? You think she not throwing it back for free?
Like, girl, that man better be paying you, girl.
So this the final bit. Jasmine hosts a dinner on the beach. They play an impersonation game, final reflections. Then we segue into Jasmine having her bundle of joy in February, and we find out the Salas made it there 6 hours after their bundle of joy was made, and that was that.
But let me tell y'all right now, my video was done uploading. It took me a minute to get that together, but y'all gonna see me trying to hold it together with that scene. True Pisces came the fuck out. Oh, that scene was a tearjerker for me. I was just like, oh yeah, the baby being a junior, I ain't like that. I ain't like that.
Yeah, the baby is a junior. I forgot all about that. Why? Well, yeah. Let that man have his name say.
But usually your kid with the junior, kids start picking up on traits of the parent. Listen.
Yeah. I don't like, well, you know, do what you want, it's your child, but like that whole juniors and having your parents' name, inheriting your parents' name, I don't like that shit. Like, have your child have their own like personality, their own name, their own like aura. You know, I never was okay with that. Like, girl, anyway, that's just my whole thing with that.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I used to not be like that, or I ain't gonna say I used to not be like that, but I used to be like, ain't nothing wrong with junior. But the older I got, I was just like, yeah. And then my brother is a junior, and then I was like, yeah.
It's like an expectation that you got to be a carbon copy of the original, the senior.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Absolutely not.
I also kind of look at it like this, though. Like when you be kind of keeping the kid or keeping your name alive, you got to think about it like this. Usher is a third. Mm-hmm. Now, with his son, Usher the fourth? No, Usher is a fourth. My bad. His son is a fifth because they call him Cinco. So I'm just like, that. I feel like that's when the pressure really comes because it's like, yeah, your dad is Usher. Are you going to be able to deliver Cinco? But I feel like they did it right with that because shit, somebody was successful with the name.
Yeah.
But it's a gamble. It's a gamble nonetheless. Yeah, let them kids have their own
idea.
idea.
My brother was a junior. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to read the comment, but like that's crazy.
What?
You know, somebody said my brother was a junior and he changed his name.
Woo! Damn, what daddy do?
Girl, I'm gonna take some notes. Anyway, so
What?
Well, anyway, child, that's really all I got to say for it. I mean, what do I think about the season as a whole? Did I prefer this season over last season? I don't know. Which season did y'all prefer? Last season or this season? Do y'all think this season was way better than the first season?
Last season was a little better.
Last season was better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I enjoyed it, but
because I wanted more last season. Like it left me wanting more. Now I'm just like, okay, I'm ready for the reunion. I'm ready for the next season because
yeah,
underwhelming.
Y'all, what y'all think in the comments? I would look like they are
season one. Season one.
Okay, so even with that, y'all, because I've seen this in a few, places where the people is wanting Silas back.
Why?
He might need to just shake shit up.
That's what they said. They feel like he gonna run it as a tight ship like he did last year.
And I already know how he feel. I already know he said none of this shit would have been happening if I was in there. I already know how he.
He telling Jasmine.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, I was so opposed to it in the beginning, but the more I kept hearing people say it, I was just like, y'all might be a little right.
Because I feel like we need we need a villain. And Amir ain't doing it right. Bria ain't doing it right. Summer girl, what?
Summer was a villain though.
Silas was a good villain though. Like when I tell you he's to grind my gears every episode.
Ready to take that nigga out verbally.
Right.
I can agree to that. I can.
Oh, but yeah, they just felt like he would have gathered a lot of the house shenanigans. And I agree because I do remember he checked the fuck out of Bria one of them episodes last season when she lied on him. She lied on him and was like, you said that you wanted Black women to date Black men only or some shit. Like she was trying to insinuate that he had like a racist issue or something. And he cleared her ass. And I was like, thank you, because you see right through the bullshit. And I feel like there's not enough clearing going on. It's really not. And I feel like if we gonna argue, let's argue. Man or woman, like I don't care. I just feel like there were so many missed opportunities to hit just where it hurt. Like, and not even hit them where it hurt, but to gag them to the point where they can't even really say anything because they wasn't expecting it. You doing all of that carrying on. Oh, you're touchy feeling, da 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 da. But then you want me to sleep with you for sleep support.
If that's the case, bravo. I live in Long Island, New York. All right. So if y'all need a bitch that's gonna shake it up, I'm available. I'll go around there and shake it up real good. Could y'all imagine me in a scene with Bria? Child.
Oh no, she gonna vote you off first night.
Child, I'll do it.
Something gotta give.
Yeah.
Like
we need more niggas up in there. More niggas.
Yes, more single men. Mm-hmm. Now hold on, because in my review, I did share my thoughts on who I thought should go.
All right, let's talk about that. Who y'all think should stay and who y'all think should go?
I don't have an issue with anybody staying for the most part. I think the only issue that I have is Amir. Out of everybody, I do want Amir to really go. Like, to really go.
Being a realist, I don't think they'll ever get rid of Amir. He brings in their white audience.
And he loves him.
Yeah. And so I don't see Amir going. I think Alex can go because Alex doesn't bring anything. And they can switch out Alex for Phil. Phil will bring drama.
I want y'all to stop trying to make fetch happen with this Phil shit. Cut out.
Phil, I mean, I don't know. Maybe he got a little bit of character development this season. A little bit of character development.
But I think that Phil will bring drama, which will help them bring ratings too.
I mean, if y'all want, if y'all want me to be honest, as much as I like Preston, Preston ain't bring a goddamn thing. I wouldn't be mad if they
Not
switched
this
out
season. He didn't
Preston.
bring anything this season.
I would not be mad if they switched out Preston, and it ain't got nothing. I don't want to hear nothing about what y'all gay. Y'all should stick together, girl. Please, I don't fool with these punks like that. Have fun. No shade. So for me, and I like Preston, I get it, but he's not really giving me anything.
Yeah.
I mean, no shade to him, and I don't have to have the token gay guy. I ain't gotta have it.
Because like after every argument, it's like, okay, well, how we're gonna go from this? Where we're gonna go from here?
Right.
Like,
yeah, I'm not about to do him.
He do come off a little not performative, but you know, you gotta be you want to be the mediator so bad. You probably were back in the day with your friend group or whatever, and it's just not working over here. No one hears you.
I don't have to have Shanice, and I don't have to have Summer.
Yeah, I think this is my issue, okay? And even when I say this, it's probably gonna be like, well, girl, what? But if you think about it, there were people who showed up at the beginning and then they skated their way to the end of the season.
Jordan.
You got Preston, who came in hot, coming at Bria. You know, he had his arguments, all of that. You got
Jordan, who ain't give nothing.
Well, no, I'm talking about who started like with the same type of pattern. So you got Preston, who started, you know, hot in the beginning, then he faded. Alex, I ain't gonna say he started off hot, but he was a topic of discussion very heavily at the top of the season, and then he faded into the background shortly after. Jasmine, yes, she had the issue with Jordan, and then after that, she faded into the background. I was about to say somebody else. So pretty much, there was a lot of people. Jordan, she just kind of faded. Like, yeah, after the conversation that she had with Jasmine, she did just kind of, you know, coast the season. I feel like the only people who really showed up to work was Bria.
Yeah. Yeah.
Noel, and Summer. Those were the 4 that showed up to work, and those are the 4 that really deserve to be back next year because they definitely carried the season on their backs.
Yeah.
And I say Noel because she was the comedic relief. She was the new addition to the show, and she fit in perfectly. But when it come down to actually giving us something to talk about in the episodes, Nick, Summer, and Bria. Oh, yeah, I don't know if I said Shanice, but Shanice was another person that gave us something in the beginning, coasted for the rest of the season.
Only thing Shanice brings is ass and titties. And this is not, you know.
She brought us, you know,
some
dudes. She brought in some house guests earlier on, too.
Oh, she did, yeah.
And I could appreciate that because it be looking like a fucking drought on the island.
Yeah, I mean, she did give us a couple palate cleanses.
Yeah. So that's that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just a lot of them had coasting spirits. So yeah, I just feel like
I say let's shake it up. Shake it up.
I won't be mad if they shook it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at it either. Don't get me wrong. I live for the pseudo black excellence because I love the fact that, you know, most of them that are up there are college educated, college degree. They have some type of careers going on. So I can totally appreciate that. I appreciate the HBCU culture. I appreciate the Divine Nineness. I appreciate all of that. Trust me, I appreciate all of that. But I would not mind if they shook this cast up and, you know, that's just me.
Put Candace on there.
Candace who?
Candace Dealer. What you thought I meant? Candace Owens?
I want Candace to go somewhere and be pregnant. That's what I want. Candace, I don't want to see you on TV no more unless you want to talk.
She be actively tweeting about that show. I'm like, girl, what you trying to apply?
No, I think she's just trying to support them. I mean, that's obvious. I feel like she's doing what a lot of people, what I would like a lot of other people to do, because we understand that this show is, as Black people, we gravitate towards this show because it is something different from the Love and Hip Hops and everything else that we've seen. It's a fresh new cast that's not baby mamas to rappers and everything else. They're not just fighting over stupid shit
Right. They regular folk.
Just regular ass people who went to college and got connections with each other. That vacation on the island that a lot of us didn't know about, because I always heard about Martha's Vineyard. I never knew that shit was in Massachusetts. So yes, I really enjoyed the show, and what Candace is doing is trying to bring more awareness to it so it can be around a lot longer.
Right.
Well, she is friends with Preston. I'm seeing. So maybe guest appearance, cameo.
Yeah, they be in
Come on,
the DMV together.
They can fly her in.
Candace, go be a mammy. I don't want to see you back up here until Potomac.
Winter who?
She gone.
DC?
Not Winter.
Nah, Winter too old. Winter 42.
No,
she don't need to be around there.
About it too. So I'm trying to figure out what Winter. Winter from Love and Marriage DC?
I'm assuming that's who they mean, but she 42. We don't want her old ass right. No shit. I love Winter. Winter be watching me. It's no shade, Winter. You know I live for you, sis. But you don't need to be around them 30-something Sunday.
They not trying to recruit her. They just saying that she be tweeting about this show.
No, I don't want her. I don't want Candace. I want to see regular schmegulars like we already got. I want somebody like that. Okay. Hell, get Sakina to do it. Sakina fly in long enough for 15 days to go around there and get them people together.
Somebody say that to me the other day under my comments? Like, I mean, listen, if Bravo called me, I wouldn't reject it.
Okay, me either. I'd be right there.
Okay.
Well, it's funny though, because my best friend, she watches the show, but she kind of feels like, oh, they get on my nerves. They always black excellence, this, black that. They act like they just found out that they was black yesterday. And I always be telling her, like, I don't mind that. And they definitely toned it down this season. But even in Jasmine's in her interview with Carlos King, she was saying that they didn't know. I think she said that they thought that this was going to be like a history type of show for Martha's Vineyard or something like that. But she was like, these is your type of people, because you be acting all stuck up and bougie and everything else. And I'm like, my friends really do deem me as this bougie person who knows everything, who's always trying to give a lesson on something. But I'm like, okay. That's just me. I just be trying to help y'all out. They say I'll use big words, and I'm like, I'm not using big words. Like I might be using a word that you're not used to hearing, but it's not a big word. So yeah, it's just my best friend said that this is definitely my group of people. But I enjoy it. Shanice is not black excellence.
She's not.
She need a job first.
Right.
She got a job, y'all.
I
never got that from Sakina. Child, listen, these my friends who've been around a little bit longer. So yeah. They always be calling me names, child. I'm bougie. Everybody think I'm fucking bougie. I got a little bit in me though.
Not as black culture cosplay.
No.
I don't think it's black culture cosplay now. Come on.
It do be looking a little cosplay in some of these episodes, like when that whole Freak Nick thing. I'm like,
I mean, I get that when you pointed that out, I was like, okay, I get where you coming from, but just as a whole, no. And it might be because they might just need a little bit more. They need to get Amir out of there, because he don't know shit about black culture and clearly ain't trying to learn that much. So get him out of there. Shanice ain't never seen Juice. And I was like,
girl, what? You worse than me.
I think that to me, the two people that the male and female who I think I want to see more of them on the show, because they fit like what I want to see on the show, the aesthetic. I want to see more Noelle. Or other people, other girls like Noelle. She comes from black culture. You see that's in her, but you can also see that, she got a little something, she out there working, getting it, doing her thing.
Yeah, Atlanta girl.
Right. And she gives you that, if you need me, I can go there. But that ain't, I ain't trying to stay there. You know what I'm saying? On the male side, give me more of, if you want to give me a bougie black people, you got to give me more Nick then. Nick brings storylines. You know, Nick got a job. Nick coming up with the same amount of clothes, if not more than the ladies.
I'm dead.
Than the ladies did. And he's here for all, Nick will be here for all of it. He here for the hoods. He went to a HBCU. He he check all of those boxes. And or give me somebody maybe not quite like Nick, but a little more rough on the edges if you want to give me that a little bit more. But give me more of those two. But Bria doesn't. I don't, as much drama as Bria brings. Bria doesn't want to. Bria, it comes from black, but is gives me one of those black people that doesn't want to be in it or doesn't want to acknowledge it. She want to be over there with the white people. She want to be taken care of by white men. She want to feel like every now and again, if she put on enough eyeliner and I guess makeup and perfume in her mind, she could think she's living out her white girl fantasy, even though she darker than all of us.
Yeah.
But I can tell she doesn't really want to be a part of black culture and stuff like that. Like, even when they do stuff like that, I'm not saying she doesn't come from black, but that ain't what she ain't trying to be about that. And I feel like if you're going to do a Martha's Vineyard, give me people that could be bougie, but still are authentically black and doing their goddamn thing. Because Bria don't got a job nowhere in America except for making the letter V.
Oh my gosh. I agree with what you're saying though, but even then, somebody mentioned Preston in the
I like Preston. No, I do like Preston too. Preston is another one. He's authentically black. You know who he is. He checks boxes that you need. And things like so. I do like Preston, but some of them other ones, Alex, I love. That's my frat brother. Love him and all, but he's not bringing me nothing. Amir, he don't know black culture. Jasmine and Silas, I don't need no more y'all. I don't want to see y'all. Y'all make me cringe every time I see y'all together.
They gonna do the show without her?
They can.
They can.
I feel like they can, but I feel
they
like
probably won't. Not yet. They'll give them another season or two. Jordan's not bringing anything. Jordan ain't bringing. Shanice, she ain't bringing nothing either.
Jordan did not bring anything. I appreciate her sharing her alopecia story, but just when it comes down to scene activity, and that's what I'm saying. I get that Jasmine was pregnant, and so that was what it was. But then you have so many people that just faded into the background a lot of times. Jordan, girl, where you was at?
Wearing them horrible ass wigs.
And even when they when they did that impressions, and Bria was doing all that. I said that bitch, that is definitely Jordan.
And that was all Jordan bought all this season, was that?
Like, girl, what was going on?
Nothing.
Jordan sits in her phone in every scene. Yes. Like they gotta switch that up. Y'all gotta bring people who are eager to be in front of the camera, not thirsty. But eager to be to have conversations and everything else. Because there was just so many times where it's just like, why y'all not talking? What's going on? I just didn't understand that. But there was something else at that table scene that I wanted to bring up that I forgot about. Jordan, and what she was saying, when Nick was talking about reflect, Jordan said something, and I was like, what the fuck? She said she wasn't apologizing.
Oh yeah, she said I won't apologize for anything because I'm sick of always being. Wait, that's not how life works, sweetheart. Like you do know you have to apologize sometimes. Sometimes you're wrong, and you have to learn and grow. That's a part of life. Get her ass off. Get her ass off.
It was just out of nowhere. Like it
she didn't even promote her wig. If you got a wig line, you ain't even promote the goddamn wig. You ain't do nothing.
Nothing.
Wow.
She will focus on change behavior. Okay. Because I feel like she should have worded that a little better. Because I was like, huh? I ain't get that. Okay, but that sounds better though. I don't know.
It came off like saying I'm not apologizing for nothing I did.
I mean, I know she said that she didn't want to be reflective or she don't want to think too hard on the past because she's done that before. Just the way that she worded it, I was just kind of like, oh yeah, and yes, I hope we can bring Milo on. I want them to leave Milo at home officially now.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I got
we
so
don't want
happy
no
when he
part
got
of that.
lost. Like,
Me too.
oh my God,
Me
yes,
too.
yes.
Me too.
And then
I
they
love
found
how
him.
production didn't give a damn at first. Like when he went running production, like I don't give a fuck about the
I'd have been
goddamn
mad
dog.
if I was Brie. I'd have been mad at production because at the end of the day, you gonna sit there and watch my dog walk.
Sure did.
Show
We knew he was coming back. We knew that dog wasn't going too far. You know that little dog wasn't going too
It would
far.
have been a lawsuit. I
Nah.
let my dog go.
I want him to stay at home because
Mhm.
they were in the middle of having a conversation, and I wanted to hear what Noel had to say about Summer leaving. That scene got broken up because the damn dog then got out the fence and ran to God knows where. Like, that pissed me off. Y'all literally wasted 40 minutes of filming to go find this goddamn dog.
What that means is there wasn't nothing else going on in that episode either.
Right.
That tells you how dry it was.
Not that Bria's
Clearly, they
room
had
stunk.
to fill it up. But shit, I
Well-
just wanted to hear what Noel had to say about Summer leaving.
Well, y'all, that's it. That's all. We ain't got no more to give y'all, honey. We done finally well, not really. We ain't reached the end of the road yet because we still got a reunion that's gonna be held right back on Miss Sakina's platform because she started all this. So it's only right that we finish on her platform. Okay.
So there is gonna be a reunion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, happening next week.
I don't know when is it happening.
It better be next week.
It will be next week, right?
They didn't have no sneak peeks, no nothing, no social media posting. Like I
see one.
I haven't seen a single piece of content talking about this reunion. They probably still editing.
You're right. Yeah, they better drop that shit.
We'll have a little bit of a break before coming back.
Allegedly.
I feel like Bravo gonna throw something in last minute, like, okay, yeah, the reunion's happening next Sunday. Yeah.
But I did think it was crazy that they did not preview anything because I was waiting on that. Y'all bitches went straight into watch what happens live. Excuse me?
It didn't.
I saw a sneak peek on watch what happens live. Why y'all thanking me? What I did?
Oh, Memorial Day weekend.
What?
There's Memorial Day weekend coming up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It is.
The girls about to go take over Washington D.C.
But see, that's gonna piss me off because it will be a live taping.
No, that we already saw the reunion looks. They already taped it.
Yeah.
No, it's next week. Next week in your holiday. In your holiday, Tebs, you're not from here, Teebs.
Not in your holiday.
Well, y'all, we finna go on ahead and end this because I had got to go on ahead and get out of here, honey. I got trade finna pull up, but
yes,
we will be back on Sakina's platform whenever they decide to show us the reunion. When we find out, we gonna let y'all know, and we gonna have it all together. But yeah. Until then, y'all, we gonna holler at y'all. One. Peace and love and blessings to everybody. We'll holler at y'all, girl. I ain't no hooker.
Bye, Gert.